Hot. How much time?
It's June, it's summer, officially, almost, and it's time again to highlight some of the biggest, coolest, and most unique media hitting Netflix this month. We've got some action classics like Mission Impossible and Troy, Rowan Atkinson taking on a bee, and some comedy specials well worth checking out. As usual, we'll have the full list at the end of the video, so let's get to it.
It's much worse than you think.
Let me ask you this, do you need some Tom Cruise running in your life? Netflix will have you covered with not one, not two, but 3 of the Mission Impossible flicks. You'll have your pick of the first, second, and fourth movies to hype you up for next year's newest iteration, Dead Reckoning.
Our little paradox brought forth a freaking Kugelblitz.
What the hell is a Kugelblitz?
Essentially, we're screwed.
The eclectic, superpowered siblings return for their 3rd season of the Umbrella Academy. When we last left our heroes, they had just jumped back to the present after preventing Doomsday in 1963, only to realize something is wrong. Ben, aka Number 6, is alive, as is their father, and instead of the Umbrella Academy, they are named the Sparrow Academy.
You spilled the salt. That's what's the matter. Quick, toss some salt over your right shoulder.
What the hell?
Jim Carrey was everywhere in the 90s, and this is just one of his classics. Jeff Daniels joins him in likely one of the greatest comedies of all time, featuring ridiculous scenes like the most annoying sound in the world and the tongue stuck to the ski lift. Don't worry, Tommy has a plan. Probably. The final season of Peaky Blinders will arrive in June, comprised of 6 episodes. This will be the Shelby's swan song as Tommy looks towards the opium trade after Prohibition ends. I mean, come on. How can we not include this classic? Relive this romantic tale about a boat and an iceberg. Wait, no, we got that wrong. We meant Leonardo DiCaprio and Kate Winslet. And no, Leo would not have been able to get on that wood door in the water. It's a question of science and buoyancy, though the Mythbusters did figure out if they'd put Kate's life jacket under the door, they could have stayed afloat. Don't worry though, our hearts will go on. And I bet you have that Celine Dion song stuck in your head now too. Honestly, the title is pretty on the nose. Rowan Atkinson, famous for his portrayal of Mr. Bean, goes to war with a bee while house-sitting. Fun fact, this is a mostly silent comedy. Color us intrigued.
Good evening, I'm Ron Burgundy. Here's what's going on in your world tonight.
Another comedy classic, this movie has so many memorable lines and iconic scenes that you and your friends probably still quote them to this day. Who doesn't love a good "that escalated quickly" or "Brick, where did you get a hand grenade?"
Beautiful people get away with too much, and I say that having benefited myself from time to time.
It's always interesting to watch the actors we've seen in Marvel movies for over a decade take on vastly different roles. That's the case here as Thor, aka Chris Hemsworth, is using emotion-altering drugs to run experiments on inmates at a penitentiary, who lower their sentence time by volunteering to be the guinea pigs. Miles Teller and Jurnee Smollett join the cast, but if you can't wait for the movie, you can pick up the book it's based on, Escape from Spiderhead. We've got one more comedy special for you. Bill Burr presents Friends Who Kill. We'll feature some heavy hitters from the comedy scene. We're talking Jimmy Carr, Ronnie Chang, Jessica Kirson, and many, many more. Guess it's going to be a good month for comedy fans. And finally, we just wanted to highlight a classic summer popcorn flick featuring a stupidly in-shape Brad Pitt. Troy, if you forgot, is a retelling of the classic epic The Iliad. Basically, Orlando Bloom, who plays Paris, starts a war after he and Queen Helen, played by Diane Kruger, elope back to Troy. This does not sit well with Helen's husband, who then enlists the aid of King Agamemnon, who unleashes Brad Pitt's Achilles upon the city. Eric Bonnett's Hector must then protect the city, which all leads to the famous Trojan horse. So those are our picks for some of the things coming to Netflix next month. What are you most excited for? Let us know in the comments. For everything Netflix, make sure to follow and subscribe to IGN wherever you like to watch. And as promised, here's the full list of everything arriving and leaving the streaming site.